Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the Din? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing? Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Another holographic interface. Must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? And there's our troublemaker. Doesn't seem to be as good at getting out as he is at getting in.
People to ever see this place. Yeah. Hence, you know, songs.
I could check my focus, see what it sees. That Oseram must have forced his way through here.
Help! I've become trapped somehow! I'll buy the forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here. This blasted door is stuck! This is a perfect opportunity to do a good deed! And clear your conscience for whatever cruelties you may have committed. Oh!
Are you all right?
Well, you don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold. But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood a little. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, and seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So...
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gilden. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Rough waters. No way I'd be able to
Up
swim.
ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors? You know, I thought I saw some kind of tunnel up there. Might provide a... You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the claim. Stone ruins, cloud tall and lake wide. Must have been 13 levels on that monstrosity, but no walls. Just great stone columns bearing the weight of the level above. Filled out with row upon row of those enormous rusted-out old-world carts. You know the ones with the 4 wheels? I've scraped through 100 of those carts. And the only things I've ever seen inside are birds. You don't suppose that's what they were for, do you? Where would the old ones want to cart around families? Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin.
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Huh? Right you are. Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate! A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further. I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. Now, how are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around. See what I can find. Looks like I could jump across on that rickety, rusting platform. I'd find a way up.
Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap. Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Look out below.
Now, we've done this once before. Should be as easy as falling down a hole. If you'd take the valve on the other side.
If it's set up the same way on this side, I should look for an access tunnel. Okay, Gildan, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4!
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off.
Hold on! Wait, see! Cut it! Cut it!
can't jump straight to the counterweight from here. But I could climb higher, get above it.
The drop's too far, girl! Oh! Controlled falling. Very clever.
Going down. Almost low enough to jump.
You can make it! Let's see another one of those mad leaps!
Got it. We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that ring?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
Forge, forgive me. What if that snap maw swallowed that ring we're at? Just gobbled it right up.
We'll find out after I've killed it. Out of range.
would you?
It's dead.
Marvelous. So, the, ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't look. Is it dead? Just tell me when it's dead, would you?
It's dead.
Marvelous. So, the, ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't look.
You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but... Never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils! Oh, what's in here? More old world
We
treasures,
drained enough
perhaps?
water for what
this
we need
place
to
is
do,
full
but
of surprises.
I wonder if I
we
can
have a
empty
look?
out the whole dam. Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. I wonder if my focus can pick anything up. Sure. All right. Time to get the flow going to the right place.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry. I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
That's not quite right.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Not old Gildan.
Looks like I'm on the right track.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it?
I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
Something's not right. There, that should do it. I should head back. See if that took care of the rest of the water.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
Ugh, it stinks down here. Looks like that's everything.
You smell that?
I should head back up with
Smells
Gildan.
like a Forge-side morning in the claim. So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait!
Almost there. Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand, just like Mum and I used to.
Now, what's the correct configuration? The lock positions. Helpful.
What, what are you doing with your hands there, girl? I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down.
Where is it? Where did it go?
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. I was... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, well... much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great Blazing Forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make. Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the Forge! You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's Not like I did it alone, Gildan.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? You're braver than me. But there was no question of that.
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Laolai's already at the Din. Sound's getting louder. She wasn't kidding about the sound. You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude.
I'll shake it out later. These will keep.
This weather makes me crave another soup.
Nobody
makes
makes
it like she does.
Carja Outlanders.
I wish I could steal a moment like this every day, but there's never any time.
Thinking about going to the lake next week. If they'll let me.
The Oseram have gone too far this time. Dervahl should die for his crimes.
It was Dervahl.
Sometimes I see different shapes in the cloud.
The bandits would be little more than a nuisance without their leader.
Will Banuk have enough problems without having to watch after Outlanders?
Maria said to find her friend, the rock painter.
A good fire.
Seems paintings mean a lot to the
tent,
Banuk.
good meal.
Wars, others, stories.
We remember
How long
Bannerkai,
until the demon
when the
bursts
old
through the
ones
machine?
were fresh in their
One will have
graves
no
and
chance
our
of fighting.
numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking. Everywhere Bannerkai and her
If you can release the tall neck from the ice, you must have a powerful connection to the blue light.
What does the Outlander want?
I'm looking for Skuli.
You found her. Come, come. Let's get it over with.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Araya said you could help me get the Werax attention.
Araya works in strange ways, but I've drunk paint to survive in a blizzard, so I'm one to talk. I'll get you noticed, if you bring me the pigments I need to complete my work.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
Not so long ago, and they are not easily forgiven.
Couldn't Sakuli spend her time fishing or scrubbing dyes or hunting? What purpose do you have?
The light she held within her drifted from her wings and rose to the sky. And for just a moment,
A
before
hunt
light
on
left
Sour
her.
is no one's fault but the hunters.
Goulet's painting for great. I see. Wonder what it would look like in the end.
Sure, the Oseram act tough, but send them to the cut, and most of them don't last